Season ticket holders selected to come in and see the game in the Heat's house. We're glad you are at home enjoying this game, the Red and Black game, as we have Coach Askins going against Coach Fisdale in a game that will have a 48-minute clock. That clock might start zooming in the second half, but we'll keep you up to date on that. Just to kind of get you together, if you're just joining us, of course, the Miami Heat, due to the work stoppage, have a shortened schedule to get things ready. Usually about another week and a half to 2 weeks to get prepared for a regular season, but this will not be a regular season. 66 games to get done. The regular season will zoom into the bottom of April, and over the playoffs will catch you up just a little bit, but the season will end off before we get to July. A season run that they Miami hope that they run deep into June yet again. But the work starts right now during this training camp, which is already underway. The team starts its preseason schedule, which you'll see here in successive games on Sun Sports. First at 6 o'clock on Sunday and again 7 o'clock on Wednesday. First here in the Heat's house. So LeBron James ready, so Dwayne Wade gets ready to go against the Orlando Magic tonight. You, along with the assembled guests here in American Airlines Arena, will see a game. I know oftentimes these types of practices are all about drills and maybe a couple three-point shootouts and maybe a little dunking to get you excited, but this is a practice, people. They will be running the game. As you can see, many of the pregame rituals are the same as Dwayne addresses the crowd and guys pull ups in, and I think you might even hear a roar from Chris Bosh when all things are ready to go. We'll be here courtside for interviews with some of the players, special guests. We'll let you know about everything going on, but it's time to ball, y'all, so let's get over to Eric and Tony. Gentlemen, great to be back with you.
Absolutely, Jax. Hello again, Heat fans. Off we go on this Red and Black game together. First time we've ever televised a Miami Heat scrimmage. Unique experiences. Joel Anthony misses the first shot. Got 10 days before the season begins. Christmas Day against the Dallas Mavericks in Dallas, the team the Heat lost to in the NBA Finals 6 months ago.
Eric, how great is it to get back to work, man?
It's terrific because we weren't sure for a long time, but Coach, the game is bigger than any labor issue, and the game is back. We had a 66-game regular season in the NBA 66 season, and what's great for us, 54 of the 66 games will be served right here on Sun Sports in high definition. And what we're looking at now is the rookie point guard out of Cleveland State, Norris Cole, and Tony, a team with this many well-known players and stars, yet this young man getting a lot of the first week of camp talk. The coaches and his teammates have already taken a liking to Norris Cole.
What they love about him, Eric, is that what they call a pure point guard. That's what they're calling him. He's a guy that knows how to set up teammates. He has watched tape to see where guys like to get the ball. He's got to learn that. You know, the point guard position in the NBA is like a coach on the floor. He's got to figure out all the little nuances of his teammates.
All right, the red team go with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Mario Chalmers, and Joel Anthony. And here's LeBron.
Holy shit!
Tony, if there's two things you probably could expect that are a little bit better for LeBron this year, I would guess his mid-range game and his low-post game.
Well, you know, Eric, he had a good line about that when he was speaking to the media the other day. You know, he always played the perimeter his whole career. He played for 7 years in Cleveland. Everybody wanted him to post up last year, but you don't want a guy to try to do something he's not comfortable with. So he worked in the offseason, as we said at the beginning, and we're going to see him in that low post at times where he'll be a little more comfortable.
And one thing you will see more of from the Heat this year, using their defense to get out into the open floor. Chalmers setting up LeBron James. A sequence that began with a Joel Anthony block shot. And here's the second-year man, Dexter Pittman. Joel with his second block of the scrimmage.
Yeah, Pittman had the initial move on the shot fake. He gave Joel time to block. And Eric, what's interesting about the start of this game is that you can see that this is different than it would be in October because there's an immediacy here. The Heat already have what's going to probably be their starting lineup opening night playing on the same team. Normally when you have a scrimmage like this, an intra-squad game, you try to even up the sides.
Udonis Haslem missing that jump shot. Chalmers back to Wade, lobbing for James, and broken up by Udonis Haslem. The red team, led by Udonis Haslem, also with Dexter Pittman, Terrell Harris, James Jones, and Norris Cole.
You know what this is, Eric? UD knew exactly what Wade was going to do because he's played with him for 7 years. So that's why he was ready for that.
Well, the long layoff was probably good for Udonis Haslem. Rehabbed that injury after coming back in the conference finals last year. Norris Cole One-time high school football star in Ohio, not afraid to stick his nose in on the defensive end, reached in, drew a foul, defending Dwayne Wade.
Eric, we have 3 college officials here tonight making good calls so far. You can see right here as Cole gets all ball, knocking that bounce. And I like the fact that he went right inside. Oh, the foul on the play. Dwayne Wade went inside because he had a height and a strength advantage over Cole. So let's see if he can now accelerate where they would normally be the first week of practice, because as we said, the season starts in 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks.
Tony, on media day, Dwayne Wade talked about the NBA Finals against the Mavericks.